Good evening, ladies and gents. I am Alejandro from the Damn News. Tonight we're touching on a topic of hydroelectricity. Should a dam be built or not? Starting off with a concerned environmentalist, let's see what she has to say.
Well, thanks, Alejandro. I've come on this lovely day to share with my fellow citizens the negative aspects of building a dam in our beautiful Burlington. I would first like to point out that making a dam would cost millions, maybe even billions of dollars. The Three Gorges Dam in China cost 13 billion euros. That's 18 billion Canadian dollars. And if that doesn't mean anything to you, that's 60,000 houses and 240,000 people that could have a roof to live under. That's more than Burlington's whole population. Money is not only required to build the dam, but to pay for the vast amount of supplies and workers needed for the project as well. Once the dam has been built, all those workers will be out of work and jobless. That's 3,500 to 4,000 mothers or fathers that will not be able to provide for their families. That's around 2 schoolfuls of students that won't be able to have the luxuries that students today have. Look at all this beautiful scenery, and then just imagine large clumps of concrete and metal all over. Do we want to ruin the beauty of nature just for our own benefit? I don't think so. I'm sure many of you come down to this area to walk around or go to stores or even grab a pita. With this dam being built, our entire downtown will be ripped apart and our lovely boardwalk will be no more. Not only will our downtown be ruined, but there will be a lot of people who have to be relocated and their housing will be demolished. I know firsthand that moving is a hassle and not many people will be happy with the idea. Besides the obvious economic factors that make building a dam a bad idea, there are also environmental factors. A little science lesson: plants that get destroyed by the dam tend to decay in an anaerobic environment. Methane is produced because of this. The damage caused through this process is harmful to us and our environment. If breathed in, methane is toxic, and high concentrations of it could cause death in humans and animals. It could also be flammable. That could cause unexpected fires around our city. Do we want that? I don't think so. I think we get enough pollution from our neighbors in Hamilton. Yesterday it was snowing, today it's sunny. We don't know what the climate will be like in the future. For all we know, we could have a major heat wave and our lake will dry up. In that case, building a dam would be a large waste of time and money. Besides the change in climate and the thought of global warming, we don't have flowing water. There is no point of making a dam if there isn't any water to flow through it and no energy is made. There are also architectural problems associated with building a dam in our city. There's always a chance that a dam will collapse and the buildup of water will come pouring into the city and cause floods all over. That could cause even more people to relocate and could cost people their lives. The dam in China is an apt example of this fact. The failure of the dam cost lives of more than 100,000 people and homes of about 1 million, which is over half the population of Burlington. We don't want the same thing to happen to us. And back to you, Alejandro.
Thanks, Sundos. Now hearing from Kayla Branch, a scientist in favor of building the dam in Burlington.
Good afternoon, fellow citizens. Today we're on the topic of hydroelectricity. Hydroelectricity is the way of the future. Now, with more than 20% of the world's electricity coming from the flow of water, it is an eco-friendly way of producing electricity. With a free and continuous flow of water, unlike other electrical systems which depend on the finite sources such as coal, oil, and other fuel-burning products, hydroelectricity can continue reusing the water. After the initial construction of the dam, no pollution is created, therefore no harmful emissions are released, making Burlington a healthier environment for the present and our future. It will reduce our carbon footprint, making for a better environmentally friendly future. As well, the normal CO2 gases that are created due to the production of electricity accumulates in the atmosphere, restraining greenhouse gases from leaving the atmosphere. Therefore, as sunlight enters the atmosphere, it cannot easily escape, causing a rise in temperature. The whole process leads to global warming, destroying our natural environment. So, by switching over to hydroelectricity, we will be reducing the CO2 levels within our environment, as well as helping to save and benefit our environment. Hydroelectricity can save every citizen living in Burlington up to 25% on their electricity bills. 25%! Just imagine what you could do with 25%. The average electricity bill for families living in Burlington is $300, which is $3,600 each year. Saving 25% would save each family approximately $900 each year. As well, you don't have to worry about the costs increasing because the costs are not dependent on the cost of oil, coal, or other such resources. And water has no cost at all, therefore it should remain constant for years and years to come. With only an initial starting cost and rather less expensive repairs, hydroelectricity dams are becoming more and more popular. Another benefit is that if there's ever a problem with a dam that may cause harm to the citizens or damage to the city of Burlington, it can be shut down almost immediately. Meanwhile, other systems can take hours or even days. As well, looking at statistics from the Hoover Dam, it produces 4.2 billion kilowatts of electricity each year. Kilowatts per hour meaning the unit of measurement. That means that 115,068,493 kilowatts are produced each day, with approximately 40,000 residences in Burlington and each household using approximately 1,000 to 1,500 kilowatt hours each month. Within that month, 41 million kilowatt hours will be used within Burlington. With the dam being able to produce approximately 3,400,000,000 kilowatt hours, all of Burlington's hydro will be covered, with there being an excess of approximately 3 billion kilowatt hours. With an extra 3 billion kilowatt hours, Burlington could potentially heat an additional 10,000 houses for 13,900 days each. That's a lot of extra heat that would be available to Burlington. As well, if we decide that we do not need the extra electricity, we can always build a smaller dam, reducing the initial cost to create that dam. Overall, building a dam will be beneficial to Burlington in the present and future and can only help our community with economy and environmental safety. Back to the station, Alejandro.
Thanks, Kayla, for your thoughts on the topic. Now that we've heard both sides, Burlington, it is your time to be heard. Call 1-800-DAMN-WHAT, that is 1-800-DAMN-WHAT, and vote if you are or against building a dam in Burlington. Till next time, I am Alejandro. Have a good night.